Happy Friday. Welcome to Cruise with Key, you guys. Um, if in fact I'm messing with my eyes, it's because with this spotlight and my glasses, there's a glare, so I can't see. And if I can't see, you probably can't see. So I'm just gonna have to work through it, deal with my allergies, and talking to y'all. I don't care what I look like at this point. The pollen is high, it's not going down. It is what it is. Anyway, it is Friday, May 10th. Whew, it's Mother's Day weekend. Have a great one. We'll get into that later. I will not be here long. Okay. It's Friday. And don't nobody want to talk on here for a long time. Don't nobody want to be watching this for a long time. Don't nobody want to listen to this for a long time on a Friday. Um, but I remember telling you all last week um, that I'm in this processing season, filling season, acceptance season, which is the last step in your grief process. A grief of any kind. Any loss you've ever had, you're going to grieve it. You can grieve a job, you can grieve a relationship. You can grieve the passing of someone. Just shoot, you can grieve a financial setback. I mean, it's a loss. So uh, 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 there's 7 steps, and the last one is acceptance. And I thank God that I'm in the last season. I mean, not the last season, but I'm in the last step, and it's all good. I was telling you all that I was telling you all last week that May is the month of National Foster Care Month, National Lupus Awareness Month. Um, May is also a National Mental Health Awareness Month. So I think that it's awesome um, that during these new stages of my life that I am um, acknowledging and processing that it's happening during mental health awareness month. So my goal is to make sure that I am on here every single, when I say every single, I mean every single um week of this month, to just deal with mental health awareness from what it looks like to me. I definitely will be transparent. I might come on here more than once. You never know. Um, Once a week is good enough, but if I feel led to do more, then I shall. Okay. The Bible says that obedience is better than sacrifice. So I got to be obedient to God's word and his voice if that's what he tells me to do. Lead me and I will go. Um, and I also told you that this whole process season, and I wrote down my notes and yada yada yada. So I wanted to share some things with you today, and it's so ironic how my pastor, shout out to Pastor Dr. Anika Wilson Brown at Union Temple Baptist Church in Southeast Washington D.C. She always does amazing. My favorite thing that she does is when she does these series, and she started a new series this past Sunday, and it was amazing. When I say it was amazing, it was amazing. And it was the first Sunday, and she definitely reminded everybody that May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And this particular Sunday, her title of her sermon was "Triumph Over Your Trauma," and I just was like, "Oh, this about to be good." Especially at the place that I'm at now, I just was like, uh-oh. And it just reminded me that I'm in the right place at the right time. Even though sometimes I'd be like, dang, you still processing, you still healing, you still grieving, like, girl. But it's like it's nothing wrong with it, because this is what you are supposed to be doing, because you want to be I want to get to a point where I'm unrecognizable. I've grown so much and I blossomed so much that I'm unrecognizable, just like a caterpillar to a butterfly. Like once that caterpillar goes into the cocoon, the butterflies, the caterpillar is unrecognizable because it's in this processing stage of becoming something else. I love the butterfly and caterpillar analogy. I think that's me all day long. Um, ooh, mm. When I think about it, sometimes I get emotional because I feel like that's me. I feel like I've been a caterpillar for a very long time, and now I'm at a place where I am in a cocoon, and I'm getting prepared to spread my wings and just soar like never before. And I thank God for that. I thank God that I'm in this place, um, where I'm in this cocoon, so that I am open um, enough to even understand triumph over trauma. So that's why I named today Triumph, because even though I'm in this processing season and I find myself doing things that's not my normal, I also find myself in an emotional state sometimes where I feel like I just can't get out of. But I have told myself even today, give yourself some grace. You are doing work, and nobody said that it was going to be easy. Nobody told me that the road will be easy, but I still have come a long way. And I'm still doing the work. So that's what I love about me. I got a text message today that said I showed some co-workers your I've been showing some of my co-workers your YouTube channel, and um a lot of the feedback is about how beautiful you are. And then they were like, but I made sure to let them know that she's beauty and brains. Like, you have to like really pay attention to what she's saying and understand where she's coming from, because as beautiful as you all, see her on the outside, the only reason why she looks as beautiful as she does on the outside, because she has beauty on the inside and it's just overflowing. And I just was a weeping mess. And it was like, and I just want to let you know that I'm so proud of you and I love you. And I was like, thank you so much. Cause I don't really have nobody in my life that tell me they proud of me. Okay. And even though I'm about to be 44, so what? At 54, I'm going to want to hear I'm proud of you. At 64, I'm going to want to hear I'm proud of you. Like, I didn't grow up with those words of affirmation. So I really, really do appreciate again how God put me in this place. And I promise you, if He can do it for me, I guarantee He can do it for you. I promise. I promise. Because this is not what I wanted to do, but this is something that is necessary. Um, one thing that I've said is that I've grown to understand that while growing up, I was never given the space to process what was happening to me, let alone what was happening around me, which is probably why I suffer with actually processing spaces that I find myself in, because I've never really sat in it. Like I told you all last week, when something happens, I know, shoot, in foster care, I knew, okay, well, it's time to dump all your stuff in a plastic bag. They're about to take you to 609 H Street. I already knew. So there was nothing to feel. I knew the outcome. You know what I mean? Or if I got in trouble in school, I knew what the outcome would be. Anything that actually happened, I wasn't surprised of the outcome. It's unfortunate that I was very much so accustomed to a very chaotic, um, uh, and abusive childhood. And now that I'm much older and I'm on this healing journey, um, I have to stop and process and deal with what that looks like. How is it making me feel? What does that look like when the triumph happens? Besides of you, getting a victory and you're victorious, what does that look like moving forward? Because you're going to have triggers, you're going to have setbacks. Um, but it's okay. Um, just don't dwell. I can't stress this enough, especially since it's mental health awareness month. Don't dwell on the negative. And once you do that, you're never going to see the positive. It's okay to be optimistic. Y'all remember the song, Be Optimistic, Don't You Be a Grumpy? Like, no, seriously. Like, it's serious. Like, be optimistic in all things, in all ways, always. Another thing I said that my life was always predicated upon a revolving door. Um, it never that's sad when you can't read your own handwriting. It never, oh, it seems a reflection of reality, um, which is true. Once again, revolving door. It never really reflected my reality. And I think I said that, and I said in parentheses, or it seems. I probably said that because the reality is I was um, molested, I was beaten, I was hungry, um, I was verbally abused. Um, oh gosh, there's so many things that occurred. Um, but again, I was always moving. And the times that I was not moving and I was in this place for a certain amount of time frame, I think that I was just numb. I really do think that I was numb. And even saying it out loud hurts a great deal because I don't think I've ever actually said that to just now that I was just numb. Um, I also I also believe that um just me dealing I never dealt. Yeah, I was just numb when the reality was what it was, and I guess I couldn't. Maybe I don't want to say I couldn't deal with the reality. I never knew how to deal with the reality. I was not supported to deal with the reality. I One thing for sure, two things for certain. I definitely feel like once you're going through um situations that you have no control over, especially foster care, group home, adoption. Anytime you're not with your people, your loved ones, even if you become a parent, I think that you definitely should put this child or children. They need therapy. Now, I did have therapy. I just don't remember none of it. I think I've told you all we did a lot of like work, like paperwork, like just assignments and neurologists just to make sure we wasn't crazy because my mom, I think I've shared this with you all. God rest her soul. That was still my boo. My mom literally was very honest about the lifestyle that she lived, even when carrying me. And when she was carrying me, she told me that every drug that was out there, she did. She lifted up her sleeves and showed me all the needle marks and everything when she was shooting heroin and all that. And I guess that was their main focus because I was a drug baby. We want to make sure that um, you're good mentally, I guess, like from a spectrum or something standpoint. I don't know, but the therapy that I needed, I did not get. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you. Um, uh, yeah, I did not have the support that I had. And let me say this, even if you are a parent, that's your your biological child, whatever whatever is going on, every transition needs a conversation. I put that on everything I love. Every transition in your life needs a conversation. It requires dialogue. In your relationship, every transition requires a conversation. It requires dialogue, no matter how uncomfortable it is. I don't care how old your child is. Let me explain something to you. There are things that I remember from a single digit. Kids be remembering stuff. So you have to allow them time to process their reality before they get the age of 43, and now they're trying to learn how to do that. That's tough. So every relationship that I had of any kind, if it did not work out or if there was some struggles in it, it's because I didn't know how to process things the way that I do know, the way I know now. Oh my gosh, if I knew how to process things the way that I have learned in this season, I think life as I know it today would be different. That's just what I'm gonna say. Um, I also said that this is terrible. Oh, a situation can start with someone that but can end with self. That's another thing that we have a struggle with processing. You can literally start a situation with someone, and at the end of their journey, you end up by yourself, and you be like, "How did we get here? Somebody's supposed to be here." Y'all know I'm gonna crack myself up. No, but I want y'all to understand not everybody that starts with you ends with you. And you have to understand that it's okay. When I started my foster care journey, it was me and my youngest sister. We ain't in together. And that was tough. I had to figure out how to navigate in school and these homes with the other kids and stuff by myself. Again, that's probably why I mastered being by myself and dealing with all things concerning me by myself, because at a very young age, I was by myself. And the older I get, the more I don't like it. I've done it for a very long time. Okay. Now there needs to be balance. Okay. That's what I'm working on now, learning balance in the boundaries that I have set for myself. Processing creates a level of healing that is undeniably unexpected. Oh, yeah, that was one of the things I wrote down. That's real. Processing creates a level of healing that is undeniably unexpected. Let me explain that. When you really are in your when you're really processing this healing phase, um listen, you have so many unexpected things that happen. I'm talking about from dreams. I'm talking about from random you could be daydreaming, and it's like it's you know it's not real, but it seems so real. You have random thoughts. You definitely have random tears. Um and it's just a whole bunch of randomness that happens, and it's just undeniable. Let me tell you, you cannot run away from it. If you're really really in this thing for real, you can't hide from the healing just unraveling itself. It's going to reveal itself, and the things that it reveal, you can't run from it. You have to stay there. You're going to have to stay in it. Stay in it. You're going to have to stay. And sometimes you're going to be like, man, this is a long time. Or you might be like, I don't like the way this feels. Oh my God. But it's okay. Let me tell you, when it don't feel like it's okay in that moment, that's a good thing. Because at the end, I promise you, you're gonna be like, dang, I remember when, I remember, I remember. Y'all, you can back up out of that. But I'm always have a song too. Yeah, so I'm telling you, like, it's gonna hit you Stay right there. Don't be like, no, let me close this book. I can't keep reading this because look at this. Let go, let flow. Let the healing waters flow. I promise you're going to feel better. Um, the last one I wrote, processing grief of any loss isn't for the faint of heart. Let me explain something to you. It goes back to everything I've been saying. If you really want to heal, be ready. Be ready. Because them chains start coming loose. Them walls start coming down, and you start feeling so vulnerable that you think that you just became this weak vessel. In that moment, pat yourself on the back and say, oh, you getting strong as I don't know what. Every time I feel weak and vulnerable, I'm proud of myself because that means that I've allowed a wall to come down, a level of some bricks. We all have a wall. Some don't, some do. I definitely realize that I've had one, and it's a tall. It ain't the Berlin, but it's a nice little 12-story little situation. Okay, and when I'm in this healing process, I can feel the bricks started to like come down. And I love that I can feel it. And the more it comes down, the more that it's gonna, I'm gonna be more free, and it's gonna allow me to build new bricks. But not bricks of like this one is gonna be like I'm building a new wall of something. I don't know what God has for me, but hey, it won't be the Berlin. Okay. I have some things to talk about as far as triumph over your trauma. I've been on here for 22 minutes. Ooh, ooh, this is a okay. I'm gonna wait. 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 Because then we probably gonna be on here for another 22 minutes. Because what I tell y'all last week, when it gets good to me, I want to keep it going. Okay. This is why I need some microphones in here and start having some guests by next year so that like we can like really start talking about these things together. Right now, it's about me healing. That's what it's about. Okay. And I did tell you all that I would share with you about what processing season for me looks like. And I just wanted to be a woman of my word. Okay. Thank you for cruising with Key. Happy Friday. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, biological mothers, foster mothers, adoptive mothers, stepmothers, mothers that women that put on a mother role, godmother, auntie, that any woman that have played a mother role. Happy Mother's Day to you. I pray that you are loved on. I pray that you are supported. I pray that you are recognized. I pray that you are appreciated. Okay. To all the mothers that I personally know, I love y'all so much. Happy Mother's Day. I pray you have an amazing weekend. To all the first time moms, have a ball. To all the women that are pregnant, that's expecting, I love you, sister. See you tomorrow at your baby shower. Let me explain something to you. Happy Mother's Day. Have a great time, you guys. I love you. Be safe. I appreciate you. Share, comment, subscribe, share, subscribe, comment. I don't care. I love you. You can find me on TikTok. Um, I gave you the name last week. Let me find it again. It's at KEISPEC 22. It's at KeySpec 22. For the most part, I'm always talking about. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's on the charge? Oh, wait, no, now. No, I was trying to show y'all my thing. For the most part, I'm always talking about this. Every now and again, I, try to show the people, hey, y'all doing? I'm not always at the laptop. But anyway, Have a great time. Thank you all for being here, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Love you. I appreciate you so much.